Hi, this is Story with RAD Security, and we're going to go through a product demo. So RAD is a cloud detection and response solution, and specifically, we're a behavioral solution. So what you're looking at right here is a behavioral drift detection that Falco, which many of you will know as a very popular runtime tool that uses signatures, could not detect. So what's happened here is that you see this Debian image is exhibiting some suspicious activity. So what's actually happening is that to gain access to Etsy, somebody has created a subdirectory underneath, and then they have catted into Etsy through the subdirectory. And so they're trying to access sensitive information. Now, Falco, it's well known and documented that Falco would not pick this up because it is not going to pick up the subdirectory link. It would only pick it up if pick up the sensitive file access if it's looking directly at Etsy. And it's just an example to illustrate the drawbacks of signatures, right? But not only are we runtime detection, right? So it's also about response. And in order to really know how to respond in the case of an event, you're going to have to understand your infrastructure context. So your misconfigurations with Kubernetes, the cloud. You're also going to have to understand your identity context. So what we can do here is analyze using AI. We can analyze using enrichments, also the drift detection itself, to understand where an event has actually happened. And it'll, continue writing out here for just a second. So this is where, you would start. And then if you want to actually go ahead and respond, you can go to set up an automated response. You can kill the pod, you can label it, etc. Now, if you want to dive deeper into the real-time posture elements of the platform, we can do that. And to finish responding in either case or any case, you can also do admission control with RAD. But let's go to the identity inventory. Okay, so let's look at Kubernetes RBAC configurations and what's going on there. So already at the top, we can see that there are identities that are exhibiting anomalous behavior and also that are associated with runtime alerts. So this is the context that we saw in the previous investigation screen. And if we go into any of these particular identities, which we can filter by risk, so are they part of an attack path? Are they associated with a runtime alert, etc.? We can go in and look at any of them and get the full risk analysis around permissions associated with any runtime alerts, when was it used, is it unused, and do right sizing. So response, how do we actually, and what should we do to right size this particular identity? And this is automatically produced. So that's on the identity side. And if we go to the real-time posture perspective and understanding the connections between runtime, identity, misconfigurations, CVEs, etc., we can also get some recommended response actions through this. So here's a threat vector that which is an attack path in real time, connected to the Kubernetes lifecycle that shows that an identity, a service account that has excessive permissions is also exposed. It's in an exposed workload. And if we wanted to get an idea of how to start fixing this, we can get an idea of how to fix these misconfigurations, again, using AI, which is really helpful. And we might not wait all the way until this is done. Yeah, we won't wait all the way. And we're going to go back to runtime because what's going to be helpful is also to see a list of container insights and image inventory or asset inventory information. Here we go. So here's the suggested patches for the original manifest file all the way down here. So what's in red and then in green, what we want to add in. So if we go to, let's look at the packages. So we also have a list of packages, and how many customers will use us is to help prioritize which packages they want to actually fix from a vulnerability perspective. So you can actually filter by reachability, so whether or not the CVE is reachable or not. And these CVEs, these are present in running containers. So not just pre-deployment, we're looking at presence in running containers. So real-time posture is what we're getting at here, and what's actually running in your environment. Now, lastly, what is also helpful are compliance reports, especially for Kubernetes environments. And there are plenty to pull from here. And then lastly, just the integrations, right? Because you've already got all of your other systems set up, and you just need to integrate this with those. So you can either send notifications, for example, when a drift event occurs or an incident is identified, or integrate to your SIM of choice. So with that, what we've shown here, again, is the only signatureless behavioral detection solution on the market for cloud security. Thank you very much.